Now, we can talk about the millions that are going to be poured into this campaign, and particularly the money that's being spent on this convention here at the Tampa Bay Times Forum in the heart of Tampa. But just a few blocks away from here is one of the poorest districts in the whole of the United States. And Andy Gallagher is there live for us now. Andy, is there anyone there glued to the TV watching the events just a short distance up the road?
Well, I have to say, probably little interest here, Alan. I'm about 6 kilometres from you, close enough, in fact, to hear those news helicopters hovering over the convention centre. And this is Ybor City, a place that's depressed. As you can see, this house here is foreclosed. In fact, it's almost falling down. It's just that derelict. And that kind of pattern is repeated throughout this entire neighbourhood, despite the fact that millions of dollars have been poured into this area to try and revitalise it. But we spent the last couple of days talking to people here about what life is like on a daily basis. Roland Sims is a mechanic by trade, but life for the 59-year-old Vietnam veteran is harsh.
I can't afford a paper every day, so I got to keep this.
He moved to Tampa in search of work a month ago, and he's still looking.
All I want to do is be able to help myself, be self-sufficient, you know. It's not happening. Hey, you got any work over there for me?
Like many across the US, Roland doesn't want a handout. He just needs an opportunity to get back to work. And his message for politicians with their multi-million-dollar campaigns is simple.
And nobody should be talking about nothing but what can we do to get everybody, not a new car, but some money in their pocket and some food on the table, and don't have to get out and look for it. Honest working people.
And Roland's daily struggle isn't unusual in the Tampa Bay area. The poverty rate stands at about 25% here. That's twice the national average. And charities that focus on feeding the homeless have never been busier. Across the region, shelters and kitchens have all seen an increase of people in need of help. It's a sober reminder of the real effects of a poor economy and the number of people's lives it can touch.
They want security. They want security. They want people to treat them equally, because we are all equally within 3 paychecks to be homeless as well. You don't know. You can lose your job next day.
There are plenty of promises and plans to fix this region's ailing economy, but the foreclosure rate is still amongst the highest in the country. And there are many like Roland who are just looking for a chance to get back to a normal life. Just a few of the local voices here in this community, and joining me now to give us more of an idea is Kelly Benjamin. He's a local community organizer. Kelly, we know the convention centre is just down the road. There are all sorts of promises being made, but what does this area need more than anything?
It needs economic development. It needs investment. It needs attention. And unfortunately, you know, we are in the middle of one of the worst economic recessions we've ever felt here. What you're witnessing here is a result of failed economic policies, and policies that are really short-term fixes for long-term problems. This city is, we are in the epicenter of the foreclosure crisis. We are in the epicenter of the unemployment crisis. And it's unfortunate that we're seeing millions of dollars pumped into this community, and it's all going to neighborhoods that are already doing quite well. And we're not seeing that trickle down into these communities where people are struggling and need it the most.
When I talk to people here, they don't seem to really be paying much attention to what's going on down the road, or indeed what politicians are saying. What they want to see more than anything else is action.
Yeah, I mean, there's a complete disconnect from the people who are part of, like, the, you know, the real struggling American middle class and working class, the backbone of this society, and the people who are making the decisions in there on economic policy, on where this country is going. And that's a truly sad thing to see in this country.
So when you listen to the promises of the president and the promises of the Romney-Ryan ticket, are you hearing anything you like?
Absolutely not. They want to do exactly what they did with Bain Capital, which is maximize profits for the people at the top, the elite 1%, and they want to crush the middle class. They want to create a neo-feudalist state here in America that really has two polar divides, the ultra-rich and the ultra-poor. And that's the Romney economy. That's what's going to happen if this guy gets into the White House.
Thank you very much, Kelly. So just a voice from one local organizer, and we've spent the last couple of days here. So people certainly don't want any kind of handouts. They want a hand up. They want help. They're sick of hearing politicians' promises. More than anything else, they want to see action. And with that, back down the road to Alan at the convention centre.